All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is not necessarily going to be reviewing products or even showing you photos. Well, I'll show you one photo, but I feel slimy and kind of dirty. And it's regarding the use of AI and AI removal to change and modify your pictures. I've made a video about this in the past a while ago, and I just, as a purist, feel like using tools to completely eliminate or erase things in your photos is, I don't know, maybe not real photography, but then you start drawing all these lines of like this shades of gray come into play. And it's like, well, if you're changing the contrast of something, or if you're modifying the color a little bit, or the, I mean, at what level of editing does it become trash? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because in a video about a week or two ago, I showed you this photo right here of this big, massive, fat pig that was doing inappropriate things to another pig. And I wanted to take a picture of this pig, but this kid was in the background. And so I went into my phone, and I have an iPhone 16 Pro, and I realized that there is a cleanup tool built into the iPhone, which is great because most of the days now when I'm shooting Fuji, I shoot JPEG and I just transfer directly from the camera to my phone. It sits in my Photos app on my phone, and then I just do any small minor tweaks from there. But most of the time when I post a photo, what you see is what I got when I took the photo. And this is not the case. So here's what I actually did to this by using the cleanup selection tool. And as you can see, as I'm going through this, I grabbed that little eraser in the bottom right corner and I used it to remove the kid. And candidly, it did a really, really good job. And the photo looks a lot better. Is it an award-winning photo? No. But I've been thinking about it because I'm like, man, that wasn't the photo that I took. And when I took the photo, I knew, I had in my mind that I was going to do this. It wasn't an afterthought. I took the photo and I said, that kid won't move. I know what I'll do. I'll just take the photo anyways, and I'll use the cleanup tool. It's built into the iPhone app. And I knew I was going to do it. And it brings up an ethical question. At what point do these type of tools become just graphic arts versus photography? And where do you draw the line? Do you draw the line necessarily how the photo is going to be used? In other words, if you're selling it as fine art or something like that, or as, I guess pure photography, clearly I think that becomes a problem. But if you're doing a paid shoot for somebody at an event or something like that, do you think the client would necessarily care if you removed items from the photo to make it aesthetically more pleasing? I don't think they would. I mean, if you're at a wedding, right, and there's like a random, I don't know, let's say you're in the reception hall and a random server is in the background of this great picture, and then the server is kind of ruining it. Using that tool to make those corrections and deliver a product that's maybe more aesthetically pleasing that the customer might like, do you think the customer actually cares? Would they even know? I don't know. And again, at what level of editing do you start becoming really untrue or unfaithful to the intent of the image? And more so, does the intended use of that photo matter? For me, this is going to go into a family photo book. So I personally will know that I removed that person in the background, but when my family picks up the photo book off the coffee table and looks at it, they're not going to remember I did that or know or even care. They're just going to say, I remember that big fat pig. And that's it. But I thought I'd make a quick video on this, just a short little YouTube video, and ask your guys' thought. By me using that cleanup tool to get rid of that kid in the background, is that maybe unethical? Is it cheesy? Is it cheating? Or is it like, hey, who cares? Do what you want. It's your photo. You own it. It's your art. Do what you want to do with it. I'll tell you personally, I would never try to pass this off as an authentic or legitimate photo. I would have to disclose that like I did remove somebody from the photo. The few people I've told that to, they don't care. And I think most people's reactions would be the same. But as somebody who enjoys photography and the actual art of photography, if I look at somebody's actual image and I find out that it was either generated by AI or AI enhanced, it instantly loses credibility with me. And so that's kind of where I fall on the topic. But what is your take? Just a quick video. I want to know what you guys think on it and how impressive is the cleanup selection tool built in the iPhones nowadays? A lot of power in your hands, guys, especially if you combine that with Lightroom and other things that are built in, you know, as phone mobile apps now. Pretty interesting times. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I've got some stuff coming up around lens reviews and also just going out and taking pictures. And I did buy a new camera to complement this X-T4. No, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm actually pretty invested in it, at least for now. And I will talk about that if and when it shows up. See you guys in the next video.